So today I'm going to be talking about the Lunkerhunt frog. In particular, I'm going to be talking about the miniature one because of the hookup ratio issues. So if you've ever fished with this frog, you probably love the action of the kicking legs, but you wish it would go a little further, and your hookup ratios are probably very poor. I have a 2 in 10 hookup ratio on this frog, and on other frogs like a Booyah Pad Crasher or a Teckle frog, I have closer to a 75 to 100% hookup ratio on other frogs. The issue with this frog is the size of the hooks. Even if I take it out of the frog, I'm going to take the hooks for you. These are really, really small hooks. These are almost like a hook you would use on a Senko. Very, very small. And this frog is only a couple inches in length. So whenever you're fishing with a bait this small, generally your hookup ratios are lower, or you have small treble hooks that get stuck in a fish. This is an amazing bait if you know what to do with it, and I'll show you how to have an almost 100% hookup ratio on this bait. Got one on the frog, look at this. Now this is why you attach a stinger hook. This is how you get fish on these little frogs. Attach a stinger hook, catch fish on a small frog, there you go. So the first thing I'm going to be doing with this bait is I'm going to boil the frog, which will do one of two things. One, it will make the legs kick further out, and it'll make the legs more lifelike in the water. And two, it'll make the body of this frog collapse a little bit better, and it'll give you a higher hookup ratio. Later I'll talk about how to make the hooks more likely to get into the fish, and then we'll be adding a stinger hook to it at the end. The stinger hook is completely optional, but if you have thick mats, you won't be able to do it. How I'm fishing this is on spotted vegetation that's floating around in the water, and I'm passing it along. I could almost get away with a popper, but they're eating small frogs. So I'm going to be fishing this more as an open water / cover bait. If you want to fish it through the really thick stuff, you can use all of the stuff I'm going to show you in the video, except for adding a stinger hook. Alright, so I'm going to boil this frog, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we are back. If you've noticed the legs are a little bit further down, it's because they've been boiled, and you can tell the back it compresses like with zero effort at all. It comes out a little bit sticky, but then after it cools down it's no longer sticky. I think I've made it about twice as soft as it was originally. Now I'm going to re-add the hooks, add a stinger, and put this guy back in. This little tiny hook. Then we'll be good to go. Alright, so now I'm going to be talking about the modifications I did to make this frog have an almost 100% hookup ratio. So first I'm going to talk about how I boiled the frog. So the frog is a lot easier to collapse. And if you boiled it even more, I'm sure it would. I just wanted to keep some durability. And the legs actually kick a lot harder. I did a harness system. I did it off camera, but it's kind of very simple. So this is how the hook ring system works. Bigger to smaller split ring attached to this. This is just a tube hook that people run up north, or tubes. There we go. So you take one split ring, you attach it there. You take a smaller split ring, attach it to the hook, and then the hook will run behind your bait, and it'll be like that. The fish usually engulf a frog, and if they just swipe at it, they'll get this hook. And I'll take this on the water and show y'all some fish I will catch using this modification, showing you guys how it works. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's roll the clip. There we go, that's a good 3-pounder on the frog. Look at that, he got the top 2 hooks in the mouth. Look at that sucker, that is a nice bass for a pond. Get the hook out of him. Oh man, alright, whoa. Whew. Feisty fish. I'm gonna hold him on the side for the camera to watch. Alright, that's a nice 3-pounder on the frog. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Alright buddy, bye.